Good morning, friends. I have a special guest with me here today. This is Buddy, and he's the family pet. He's 14 years old, and we love him just like part of the family. And Buddy doesn't know what I mean when I say I love you, Buddy. A lot of times I don't love him, but today I love him. And so to show him how I love him, all of us feed him and water. Yes, you get lots of water. Sleepy? He hasn't had his nap yet. And I took him for a walk this morning. He gets a walk every day. He has his little bow tie on now that he's a YouTube star. He had a bath this morning. He's all set for this video. And when you love a pet, there's special things you do for a pet, like taking care of them and making sure his nails are trimmed, he's groomed, he goes to the vet and gets his shots, he gets his teeth cleaned, so he's just like another person that we love. And that brings me to our lesson today is I wanted to ask you if you love Jesus. And if you do love Jesus, which I assume you do, how do you show Jesus that you love him? Like we show Buddy we love him by the things we do for him, but how do you show Jesus that you love him? So I wanted to talk about that today. In our Bible lesson, Jesus is talking to the disciples, and it's a hard question. They want to know how to show their love for Jesus. And Jesus tells them, if you accept my commandments and obey them, then I know that you love me. And that because you love me, I know that my Father will love you, and I will also love you. So that's like, oh gosh, that's kind of hard. We can't just tell Jesus we love him. We have to show him that we love him. So we're like, okay, how are we going to do that? That's kind of a hard question. How do you show Jesus that you love him? So I was thinking love in this case is more like a verb. It's an action that you do. It's not something you say. So I was looking in the Bible, and I found a few verses here that I thought would help. Now, all of these verses are in the Bible, okay? And these are things that we can do to show Jesus that we love him, okay? Well, one of the first two commandments, I know you all know because you've memorized them, is love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind and strength. And that's the first and greatest commandment. And then another commandment that we all have studied is love your neighbor as yourself. So those are two big commandments. If you can always follow those, I'm pretty sure Jesus will know that you love him. And then here are a few other things you can do to help. We can worship him. That means like going to church. We also can tell others about Jesus. So when we're talking about things that happen in our lives, we can give thanks to Jesus for that rather than just say, oh, it was just a lucky thing that it happened like that. Another thing we can do is pray. And so when you pray, you talk to Jesus, and you can talk to Jesus directly because that's why he died on the cross, so we could be direct to God through Jesus. So pray about problems or good things that happen in your life. Another thing is to read his word, which is the Bible. And all of these things I'm talking about now are in the Bible. So if you read, you will find more information in the Bible. And then another thing I thought of is forgiving. And this one's a really, really hard one because it's hard to forgive somebody that's hurt you. But it's something you can work on through prayer and reading the Bible. It's really hard. It's hard for adults as well as children. So I hope that you will all try to do those things to show Jesus that you love him and God that you love him, and they will love you too, and they will protect you for your entire life as long as you continue to believe in them. And so in ending here, I want to say, just like a pet, just like you love a pet, showing love to your pet, show love to Jesus and God by doing the right things and following the word. So I hope to see you next week without a rowdy little puppy. So have a good week, guys. Bye.